Tips for writing an effective resume, presented by Career Management Services. Formatting and appearance. Keep your resume to 1 page in length unless you have enough relevant experience to have 2 complete pages. At this point in your career, you should only have a 1-page resume. Typically, if you can justify having a 2-page resume, it's because you have over 8 years of related professional experience. If you must use a second page, please make sure it is completely full. Reduce the white blank space on a resume. If you only have a few lines on the second page, then reduce or reformat your resume so that all the most important information is on 1 page. Keep your spacing and formatting consistent throughout. Set your margins to approximately 1 inch on all sides. You may set it to 1/2 inch, but please no smaller than that. Emphasize major headings using capital letters, underlining, or bold. Use bullets, bold, italics, underlining, and indenting appropriately. Remember to proofread your resume to make sure it is free of grammatical and spelling errors. Don't trust spell check completely. Sometimes a word is spelled correctly, but it is the wrong word being used. When writing your resume, use either Arial or Times New Roman. These fonts are easily scannable into computer software programs. We have found that other fonts may cause the formatting of a resume to get corrupted. Use 15 or 16-point font size for your name in your heading. Also, bold your name so that it stands out on the resume. Use 11 or 12-point font size for the rest of the resume. Do not include color, pictures, graphics, logos, or borders. Do not include personal information such as your age, marital status, children, or citizenship. Heading. Your complete name should be on the top line and in bold, as mentioned previously. Also, your complete mailing address should be listed. Be sure that you list the best telephone number to call you, your cell phone if you have one. Make sure a professional email address is provided. There are several different ways of writing a heading. Here are a few examples. Objective. An objective statement is optional on a resume. It is listed after the heading. We don't recommend using an objective statement, especially if you want a general resume. If you do use an objective, you must list a specific position title. Do not use personal pronouns such as I, me, or my. Highlight key skills or qualifications related to the job. An example of an objective is seeking an internship as a financial analyst using research and quantitative skills. Notice that the objective is targeted to a specific position. There are no personal pronouns, and key skills are highlighted. Education. List the complete name of the university along with the city and state. List your highest degree first, which would be the degree you are currently working on. Please do not list high school information in your education. Write the full name of the degree and major. In the College of Business, we only offer 2 undergraduate degrees, the Bachelor of Accounting and the Bachelor of Business Administration. Since accounting is already part of the degree name, you do not need to list the major of accounting. However, for the Bachelor of Business Administration, please list the appropriate major. Do not list range of dates of attendance, but write in the month and the year of your expected graduation date. The only exception to this would be if you attended a semester at another university and you wanted to add that to your resume. In that case, you would list the dates of attendance if you did not earn a degree there. Do not use semesters, but use months for graduation dates. For fall, it's December. For spring, it's May. And for summer, it's August. If your GPA is above a 3.0, we recommend that you list it on your resume. Just remember to update it each semester if it should change. Do not list it if it's below 3.0. Here are examples of how education should be presented on a resume. For accounting students, employers like to see both your cumulative GPA and your accounting GPA. Relevant coursework or key projects. You can list your relevant coursework if you have limited work experience. If you do list coursework, make sure it is coursework in your major that is relevant to the job you are applying for. Write the full course names, not the course prefixes or numbers. Another option is to list key projects. Here is an example of the formatting for relevant coursework and key projects. You may choose one, but do not choose both options. Relevant coursework. Here is a detailed sample of how relevant coursework would be presented. Notice that the courses focus on finance, the student's major. Also, they are in column format without boxes. Remember that you don't want to use templates as it becomes difficult later on to modify. It is better to use a spacebar to move information around. Key projects. Here is a more detailed sample of how key projects would be presented. You would list the course name, semester year of the course, the project name, and use bullet points to highlight what you accomplished in the project. Remember to highlight transferable skills based on the type of job you are looking for. Experience. List the company name, city and state, position title, and range of dates of employment. List employment with most recent first by start date. Use reverse chronological order. Begin each bullet point with an action verb. Use present tense verbs in bullet points of current positions or current roles. Use past tense verbs in bullet points of previous positions. Do not use personal pronouns such as I, me, my, we, our, or us. Focus on accomplishments in bullet points. Use key words. Whenever possible, quantify or qualify your accomplishments. Show some outcomes or results. Employers like to see numbers. List all relevant paid work, internships, and relevant volunteer work. Transferable skills and action verbs. When writing your bullet points, in addition to showcasing your accomplishments, you want to highlight some transferable skills. A good rule of thumb is to look at different job postings and see what skills the jobs require. Incorporate some of those using action verbs within your bullet points. Remember, the goal here is to provide a specific example of a skill you have used. Some examples of transferable skills include your communication skills, interpersonal skills, academic skills, your general strengths, and your career management skills. On this slide, you'll also see lists of sample action verbs that you can use in your bullet points to showcase your transferable skills and your accomplishments. Notice on this slide, the objective was eliminated, but relevant coursework and experience were listed. Notice the pattern: education, relevant coursework, experience. The company name, city, and state are on one line. The position title and range of dates are underneath on the second line. Notice that the verbs are in the past tense because this was a position that had ended. Leadership or extracurricular activities. List your campus and community activities. Highlight leadership positions and describe accomplishments using bullet points. List your title, the name of the organization, the location, and your dates of participation. Use the same format as you would for your work experience. Avoid using high school activities as they are no longer relevant. Here is a sample entry for leadership activities. Notice that it's in the same format as experience. The category heading is Leadership Activities, and it's in bold and underlined in this instance. Underneath that is the name of the organization, XYZ Fraternity, and on the same line is the city and state. Underneath the fraternity is the position title, Social Media Manager, and on the same line under the city-state is the range of dates, and notice it's May 2013 to the present, so it's a current role. The bullet points highlight transferable skills and show some outcomes or results of the student's work. These are the bullet points. Manage social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to promote events. Increase student engagement by 15% through implementation of contests promoted through social media. Design website to be more user-friendly and interactive with social media. Community service. Usually community service activities are written as a line item under the other category. However, you can use it as a category by itself, especially if you don't have much work experience. Here is a sample of an entry for community service. Remember that you want to showcase as many transferable skills and or accomplishments as possible if you use it as a category by itself. So, community service is in bold and underlined. The name of the charity is listed, the city and state on the same line as the charity. Your volunteer position is listed, and the range of dates as a volunteer. The bullet points are mentor at-risk teen and coordinate weekly check-in meetings. Tutor mentee in math resulting in improvement by 2-letter grades after 1 semester of tutoring. Participate in fundraising events which have generated $5,000 towards funding of programs for at-risk teens. Other. The other category is a miscellaneous category. Use it to list any of the following: professional associations, memberships, affiliations, certifications, licenses, languages other than English, computer skills. Be sure to list specific software programs that you're familiar with, such as Word, Excel, PowerPoint. Technical skills, leaving off outdated or obsolete skills. Scholarships you may have received. Honor societies you may have been inducted to. Dean's List, awards, research, publications, presentations, military service. However, you may prefer to list military service under experience. Points to remember. Know who your audience is. Are you branding yourself for the type of position recruited for? Limit the blank space on the resume. Keep your format consistent. There should not be any color, logos, pictures, or graphics. List your education and experience in reverse chronological order, most recent first by start date. List your GPA only if it's above a 3.0 for your bachelor's degree. Use action-oriented verbs to begin each bullet point. Use keywords in your bullet points. List specific computer software knowledge and skills. And don't forget, it's very important you proofread. Here's an example of a finished resume with all the pieces put together. Questions? Contact Career Management Services. We are located in CBC 121 in the Modesto Medique campus. Our phone number is 305-348-7396. Our email address is cms@fiu.edu, and our website is cms.fiu.edu. Thank you for participating in this workshop. We hope to see you soon.